So, Sarah Jane, congratulations.
Thank you.
So you're this year's winner of the Lee McCarthy Scholarship, which is a scholarship onto PCI College's Bachelor of Science degree in Counselling and Psychotherapy. So I'm just wondering, how did you feel when you got the news that you'd been chosen as the winner?
Shocked, to be honest. I felt like I was in a state of shock all day, but beyond excitement, beyond excited, extremely grateful, emotional, a lot of feelings, to be honest.
Yeah.
Even a little nervous, but mostly just very excited and grateful. And yeah, it was just so hard to believe because I just ruled out college or third level education for so long. So it was just so humbling and honored and excited, all the good emotions basically.
Yeah, and I guess, this scholarship is awarded in memory of Lee McCarthy, who, with Josephine Murphy, founded PCI College in 1991. And one of Lean's visions was to open third level education to a wider pool of students, and specifically those who might not otherwise have been able to earn an academic qualification. And so I'm wondering, can you tell me a little bit about yourself and how your own journey led you to applying for the scholarship?
Yeah, of course. I think when I was younger, I always knew that I wanted to do something that either helped the planet, animals, other beings, humans, something that gave back. And then it got delayed for a long time because I experienced my own difficulties with myself, within my family, even my friends. It was very much a big part of my life, mental health and mental and emotional struggles and illnesses. So from about 14, that took up all of my focus and kind of got in the way of even secondary school, the leaving cert. It was just too difficult to do at the time because it was just so much of my focus and trying to kind of get through that. And then after about 10 years in my early to mid 20s, I was feeling better and was starting to be able to focus on my own personal development more, which led me to learning about psychotherapy, psychology, spirituality, nutrition, basically anything that could help bring more health and wellness to myself. I was just searching for all kinds of outlets for that. So it led me to do a few courses the last few years, just kind of small courses that were easily accessible in holistic health and things like that. So yeah, for a long time I was kind of just focusing on my own mental health and was so lucky to be able to do that, to have a supporting home and mother, and just to be able to focus on that. So since I was able to get through that, now my focus is just to be able to give back and to hopefully be a therapist and use what I've learned personally, and then hopefully what I'll learn in the course and just in life in general. It almost feels like I was kind of supposed to go through that so that hopefully I could help other people. It's just kind of come full circle now. So that's kind of what I've been doing for the last 10 years or so. And then, as I said, the last few years has been my own personal development and study of different ways of healing.
And that search brought you more recently to PCI College, where you completed the certificate course in counselling and psychotherapy with us. And so I'm just wondering, what was your experience like doing that course?
It was amazing. It's weird, for a while I kind of didn't look into psychotherapy. I had this kind of block or something in my mind of you can't do that because I haven't had previous third level education or leaving certain things like that. So it took me a while to kind of come across it. And then when I did, it almost just seemed too good to be true because it was more easily accessible, the certificate course, with the potential to go on to the degree. And then my experience with it was really, really nice. There was a lovely relationship between the students and the teachers, and then with the students themselves in group, a really nice connection and community that was really beautiful that I wasn't expecting. And then, of course, everything that we learned was so insightful, the personal development, learning about all these other approaches to potentially help other people and skills and theorists. And yeah, I don't think anyone in the course could fault it. Everyone, including myself, really enjoyed it. Just the whole experience, because it's very different, I feel like, I imagine, to other types of academic courses, because it's so personal, which I really enjoy and appreciate.
And when you think about the 4 years that is ahead of you, what kind of thoughts are you having about that?
Excitement and a little nervous, but mostly just excited to continue all the rest of the learning and meeting new teachers and students, and also seeing the ones from the certificate course again. Excited about the outside things, like doing the client work or the supervision work eventually. Excited to kind of test my confidence in that area and go into that, as scary as it might seem, but becoming better at talking to people in a therapeutic style, and
You
learning.
mentioned in your endorsement letter that you had a particular interest in working within the hospital environment, and I think you mentioned that specifically you'd like to work within A&E. What's that? What are you thinking about, and where do you see yourself fitting into that?
Yeah, I was passionate about that for a long time, because I thought, although this was a long time ago, so I know that things have definitely changed. I just found almost lack of psychotherapists in that area. It was very much a psychiatrist, and I felt that maybe more emotional connection needed, and more kind of comfort and safety in that emotional sense, as opposed to just like a physical safety. Although recently I did hear that there was a volunteer group in a hospital in Kilkenny that actually helped people with mental health difficulties in the A&E department. So that was amazing to hear, and it was definitely something that I was thinking about doing. So yeah, those areas, because I know even if things might be better in that department, hearing about volunteer groups like that, I don't think there's still going to be more need for it. So I would definitely love to help in that area, and just to be more patient and hold space for people, basically, who are going
Do
through
you
that.
do you have any idea why we picked you? I mean, obviously we had many applicants, so it's a tough thing to have to pick one because there were so many obviously worthy recipients. So I'm just curious as to whether you have
Uh,
a sense as to why you were.
well, I think you mentioned that McCarthy really valued people who were compassionate, empathetic, and um, passionate also about their personal development, and giving back and giving other people a chance. So I don't know, something in those areas. Um, I think the compassion element, maybe, or the having experienced some challenges in that area.
Yeah. Yeah, it's something I suppose Lee McCarthy was very passionate about, and he was very much, you know, interested in linking personal development and the personal process into learning and education. And I think that has brought us to where we are today. That we do that quite well, I hope.
Yeah,
So for you, that whole desire for your own personal growth and development has been it's been very much to the forefront of your mind, but there seems
yeah,
to be more to it than that. That I get a sense that there's also a desire to give back in some way.
yeah, very much passionate about the balance of kind of giving and receiving, and how it's important. Because I suppose if I were to only to give as a therapist, I'd need to make sure that my own cup would be filled. So I think it's important to have both, to make sure that the therapist has gone through the personal development too, in order to fully be able to give back and to be ready to face whatever traumas or conversations appear. So I definitely appreciate and know that both are very important.
Yeah. So you've got, I guess, a long 4 years ahead of you. So,
Yeah.
yeah. How are you feeling today as you consider, the next 4 years?
I'm excited. I'm glad. There's a lot of comfort for me knowing that there's a routine and a plan kind of laid out. I felt like a lot of my life has kind of been a bit uncertain about where I'm going to go or what I'm going to do. It's very day by day. So to have that ready and just know this is what I'm going to be doing, this is what I'm going to be learning, and that hopefully it's going to lead to potentially a career or a job that brings a lot of fulfillment and joy. It's very, very exciting and humbling, and yeah, I'm just very excited to start. I'm kind of glad I have the summer to prep a little bit beforehand.
Yes, you can get lots of reading in now and
Yeah.
start. Yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah. Well, look at I'm just so happy for you, and I just want to congratulate you once again. I think
Thank
that
you.
you have no, actually, I'm confident that you will have an amazing 4 years ahead of you, and that you will love every minute of the experience. And I have no doubt that Lee McCarthy would be, looking down and saying we made a good choice, and that you are very
Yeah.
much a worthy recipient of this year's scholarship.
Thank you so much. Thank you to yourself, Liam McCarthy, and everyone involved in PCI. It's been I feel so honored, to be honest, just so excited and grateful. And yeah, I'm very excited for the 4 years.
Fantastic. Enjoy.